It gives us immense pleasure to welcome you to view this tutorial on change management concepts. MKS Implementer is a change management tool used in System I. We will take you through the basic concepts of change management and usage of the tool Implementer in System I. Let's move on. Hope you will find this useful. What's a change? The only thing that doesn't change is the fact that everything changes. One's success in life isn't based on only his ability to simply change. It is based on his ability to change faster than his competitors, customers, and business. Change management is the process during which a change of a system are implemented in a controlled manner by following a predefined framework or model. It is a systematic approach to dealing with a change, both from the perspective of an organization and on the individual. Change management involves three main aspects as shown here: adapting to a change, controlling a change, and effecting a change. What is adapting to a change? Say the business changes every now and then and we have to cope up with the change. So it is adapting to a change, and we have to control what is to be changed and what not to be changed. And effecting a change is the successfully implementing the change in the production system is what is meant here. Change management tools are mandatory for an organization to cope up with the aspects mentioned above. There are several tools for change management in System I, like Aldan ACMS, Thenon, MKS Implementer, Turnover, etc. In our tutorial, we will have a look at Implementer. Let's have a look at few practical scenarios to understand why change management is required at all. Here, in the scenario 1, Bob works in the billing department of a famous retail store. He uses a billing application day in and day out. In the current application, there is no facility to include discounts for specific products on sale. He raises this concern to his management, and in turn, the management wants the IT department to implement this new feature. This comes in as a change request to the IT department. We, as an IT department, have to consider the following before implementing a solution. The current application should run without interruption while new changes being implemented. There should be a testing method to make sure this new change is foolproof in all possible scenarios before it's implemented in live. Let's have a look at this scenario 2. Willie also works for the billing department of the same retail store. Just a day after which Bob raised a change request, she identifies one more change to be made for the billing application. She wants to include a facility to provide cash vouchers for the returned goods so that the customers can use those vouchers for future purchase. The management considers this as a good idea to keep up business with the frequent customers, and they raise this to the IT department to implement. As an IT department, we need to consider the following before implementing a solution. There is one current change request in development stage, and it is more likely that this new change will also need to change same set of programs. While this cash voucher change is implemented in live, the discounts change also have to coexist. Well, the change management tool comes in handy in these scenarios and more complex ones too. CM makes sure that two different programmers or teams can work on the same program, and finally both changes can coexist on live. CM also secures the live objects by providing different level of authority for different users. For example, developers have limited authority only to change in development environment. Team leaders have authority to review the changes and provide approval to move the changes to testing or live environments. CM tool can also be used for providing valuable information for quality audits. We will go through all these aspects in detail while we view Implementer in System I. Before we move on to have a view of Implementer tool, let's see few basic concepts which will help us understand Implementer better. First, The concept of environment. An environment identifies a collection of libraries, object owners, authorized users, and rules about how the libraries are controlled by implementer. Then check-in. Check-in describes the process of promoting a member or object back into production after it's checked out. Check-in removes the lock. Checkout. Checkout is the implementer function that takes a member object from production environment, copies it to a developer's environment library, and places a lock on it. This makes the member object in use by the others who checked it out. Promotion. Promotion takes members or objects from one environment or library and moves them forward to a target environment. The term also refers to the entire process of returning a member or object back into production after it is checked out. Well, we will have a look at these concepts in a pictorial representation so that we understand it better. Let's have a look at the environment concept in detail. What is an environment with respect to System I? Environment is a set of libraries from where the objects for a particular application is being fetched and used. Different environments can be set up for the same application, like a development environment, testing, and production. Development environment is the workshop where the programs are created and repaired. QA environment is where these changed new programs are tested. Live environment is where these objects are implemented finally for the end user to use them. Please have a look at the figure below. Here the objects are named as A, B, C, and D. The objects can be a program, a display file, printer file, overlay, etc. These objects A, B are placed in library AB, and the objects C and D are placed in CD library. The environment ABCD contains the list of these libraries, which means AB and CD libraries are available for this environment from where an object can be picked for the user to use it. Which means if an object C has to be used, that library CD has to be available in this list of libraries for that particular environment. Only then the user will be able to use it. If not, the iSeries will throw an error that the object C is not available in the library list.
This slide shows three different environments: live, prototype, and development. All these three environments have same set of objects and libraries. For example, A, B are the objects and LAB is a library name, and similarly AB is an object and PAB is the library name, where L represents the live, P for prototype, and D for development. So whatever changes the programmer does, first it goes to the development environment, and then a copy is moved to prototype, and then finally when everything is okay, the copy is moved to the live environment. This picture shows the check-in and checkout processes followed in implementer. Here the three different environments: live, QA, and development. The checkout is what creating a copy of the live object. For example, a program A has to be changed in live environment, so that program's copy is being moved to the development environment, and the programmer works on this development environment and then goes for a check-in to a QA environment. This QA environment is where the programmer can test the correctness of that particular change. Once everything is fine, the team leader approves, and then the final check-in has to go to the live environment. So whenever a new program is to be created, that new programs are developed directly coded in the development environment and then moved to QA and live, and so on. With this, we come to the end of part 1 of this tutorial. Let's quickly recollect the topics we have seen in this part 1. We have seen about what is a change management, why change management tool is necessary, different CM tools for System I, role of CM in complex scenarios, what is an environment, check-in, checkout, etc. In part 2, we will discuss more about implemented tool and its various features. Thank you for viewing. See you in part 2.